All right, what's going on? So today we're in the company truck again, as you can see. Um, we got a little surprise today. So if you can guess where we are going before we get there, well, we got to go pick up our load right now. But we're gonna go pick something up today, and let's just see how this goes. See what we're gonna get. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our load right now. Let's do a check really quick. All right, so we got to pick that up. Looks good. Everything looks good on the outside. Check the lights. Yep. And again, I know the FPS is like all over the place, but I mean, I really don't know how to fix that quite yet. So bear with me on that. All right. So first things first, let's get those tandems in the right spot for California. We are in Los Angeles. Let's go ahead and get this set right. Because you know it is not legal to have your tandems all the way to the rear in California. All right. Yeah, I love it when that happens. All right. Go pick up this load. And the FPS is, again, horrible. In city, it's really bad. Well, it's not really bad, but for streaming purposes, it's kind of bad. All right. All right, nobody's coming that way. Nobody's coming this way. Oh, well, too late, Buster. Yeah, it's so bear with me while we get out of this laggy stuff. Gotta upgrade the PC at some point so it can stop doing this and be able to process things better and load in things better. All right. And as you know, this is John Ruta's Cascadia 125. And we're going right here. Yeah, Cascadia 125. Love it. But we're going to go pick up something else today. So this is going to be fun. Come on, buddy. Let's go. There we go. Now, one thing I've learned about this stop, almost always want to back into this spot. So we're going to go ahead and turn our hazards on. This is a very, very tight location right here. There's nowhere to turn around. And usually when I pick up right here, we have to go into the back corner, which, again, you can't turn around in this place. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to put the window down so if you can't hear me, then I apologize about that. I'm going to let those cars go, put the window down. We can't see. Oh, I love it when that happens. All right. Oh, I can't see on that side, but We're just gonna head and send it on out there. Up, and he got hit, of course. Let's go, buddy. Get out the way. Thank you. Yeah, hold traffic. Alright. Now we're good. Traffic is held on both sides. Thanks, bud. You're the best. Sacrifices were made. Alright. Gotta do what you gotta do in Los Angeles, you know? Alright. So, if you can figure it out, we're going to Salt Lake City, right? What is, as you see on the truck, Salt Lake City. Wonder what they got for us. Headed to the HQ. Alright, where are we putting this thing? Back up a little bit more. Figure out where this thing's gonna land. Look, it might be that back corner. Right there. Alright, so here's where we're going. Alright, so now that we know where we're going. Alright. Ready to get this thing lined up. Alright. Almost had it in one shot. Almost. There we go. All right. Get the tandem sled. And we have touchdown. All right. We have touchdown. Go ahead and hit this thing on the dock. Here we go. Smooth. All right. Gonna sit back here, watch a little TV while we get loaded up. And of course, loaded and raining and the windows down. Gotta love that. So now with this graphics mod that I'm running, it's pretty freaking nice. I like it. We just got to get out get out of LA, and then hopefully it'll look better than, you know, than inside the city. So let's go ahead and get started. We are looking at about it's an 11-hour, almost 12-hour trip, about 648 miles. I do have a second iPad over here that has all the trip information, but here is the trip information on here down at the bottom as well. About 12 hours roughly. So we're looking at we got 9 hours drive time left. Let's see. Should not need any fuel. We've got about 3/4 a tank. We're good there. Got just over a full day to get there, but we are gonna get there in probably the time it says. So what's the current time? It's noon right now. In game it's noon. IRL is about 10:20 in the morning. All right, yeah, we're looking good. So this is a cool little update too. I just found this out because like I said, I run an iPad, and I just found out that they did this little change here not too long ago. So this is pretty cool. Instead of it being that big block over there, you know, they have it like this. It's a nice setup. All right, so we got that information. Let's go ahead and get these tandem slid into the right position per California. All right, go ahead and pop that. Go ahead and turn these on. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing slid. Must be real heavy. All right, there we go. All right. So let's look at the full map. We're right here, Los Angeles. Gonna head up the 10 to the 15, and then we're trucking all the way up. We'll probably get our first rest period here. Yeah. Well, we'll probably take our rest period. I'd say somewhere between, probably somewhere between St. George and Cedar. So probably be Cedar City is where we get our rest, and then we'll head on up and finish up in Salt Lake City, right there at the Target. And then I guess we can just go over here and see what they got for us. And if you know what's there already, then you know where this is going. All right, so let's hit the road. And once again, trip time's 11 hours. Got about 9 hours and 45 minutes before our rest. 648 miles. Good on fuel. So let's hit the road. This is a lie. Don't worry about that. You know, I wish I had that in real life. All right, let's roll. Turn our headlights on, turn our hazards off, turn our windshield wiper sensor on, and we're out of here. Might help if we put it in first gear, buddy. All right. Let's go. All right. Well, it looks like it may have stopped raining, so that, I guess that's not a bad thing when getting on the road. All right, I'll clear that way. Yeah, see how these frames are just horrible in city. Then it picks up a little bit, but I mean, of course, when you're not recording anything, it looks way better. Because everything's running off of one CPU right now, so you got the video recording, audio recording, it's all running off my one PC, which needs some upgrades. If we're being honest, obviously. If y'all have any suggestions, please let me know. What should I get? I'm running a 5060. So I just put that in because the one that was in there before was a 1070, and it did not like this game. So I put in 5060, and this is where we're at. I am running 400 scaling. But I've also dropped it down to 200, dropped it down to 150. I mean, we're still having kind of the same processing issue, but you know, we'll figure all that out at some point. Go ahead, get on over. And then now that we're out the city, now we just get like jumps here and like little mini jumps throughout, you know, the drive, which can get quite annoying. But and then we're gonna hop on the 10 East. Spend about 2 seconds on the 10 East and then get on the 15 and head north, and we are rolling after that. As you can see, it's still doing this little jumpy jump situation. But what can you do, man? I mean, what can you do? So as far as mods, again, John Ruta's truck, the 125, I have his trailer. Also, John Ruta's trailer pack. I got the real companies that you can see. I'm not running any map mods because every time the game does update, we always run into crashes because, you know, some things are just not ready for, some maps aren't up to date with the updates, or they're version locked. So I don't run any maps. And outside of that, I do have I have 100 mods in here. So engine mods, Ruta's trucks, and all of his stuff that you know, you have to get and then add into the mod folder where you purchase his truck, engine mods, trailer mods, and then other miscellaneous truck mods. I'm running 2 graphic mods right now that are surprisingly working really well together. One of them, the ultimate. Oh, let's not go over the speed limit. One of them is the ultimate weather mod from, I think, Train Guy. One of them, and then another one is from something off the Steam Workshop, like Weather and 16K, which I think that's what makes the rain look so good. Man, the skybox looks better than, you know, the SCS skybox, but until still it's a game. I do want to get JBX's graphics, but you know, that's kind of a lot of money right now for graphics for a video game, you know. I've had it before when it was a free one, and it was nice. But it killed my FPS, and that's when I didn't have a PC at the time. I was running on a laptop, running this game on a laptop at the time, and yeah, it killed that poor laptop. So I do plan on getting that at some time in the future. It's just not a necessity right now. I do got quite a few other mods, but I think the way I have it right now is perfect. You know, I have just enough mods. I have the advanced traffic mod. I used to run the real density mod, but it was more just adding traffic, throwing it in, versus this mod. You actually get a decent amount of traffic, like as you see, but it also changes, like when it's nighttime comes, you get less traffic. You know, it goes on the time of day, how much, and it keeps it somewhat realistic. Like I'd say this is pretty fair from driving from LA to Vegas. You know, it's not, I've done that drive many times. It's usually not too crowded. I mean, you have your real life events, but it's not too crowded. Alright, now we're entering Barstow. Trying to figure out some stuff over here. Alright, so we're about 2 hours in for the game. And right now, like, the FPS is not too bad. It's looking pretty good, kinda. I don't know how it looks on the recording side, but at least right here, it looks pretty decent. I have not got Illinois yet. I know they just dropped it 2 days ago, but I have not purchased that yet. I do plan on getting that. I mean, that's relatively cheap, $12, right? So I do plan on getting that. And hopefully they come out with the. I'm really curious to know what their next truck is going to be. I really, really wish that it would add older trucks to the game. Granted, I mean, we got modders out there that do a phenomenal job of, making trucks that people would want to drive. But, you're also paying like 80, anywhere from 30 to 80 to even 100 plus bucks to drive that truck, which honestly is wild. But I mean, I get it. People put their time into it to make these mods for the community. And like I said, all the root is trucks, so I put my fair share of money into this game. I have no idea what's going on with the sound today. It's being really all over the place. And you gotta love when that happens, right? So we're gonna go ahead and then they speed up. You gotta love that. Sometimes the way AI traffic behavior is just really, really weird. Really weird. But you gotta take it. Make it the way it is. $477 miles to go per the sign, but in reality we got about 11 miles after that before just because we got to hit that turn and come back south to get to Target. But that's fine. And there is a power horse pulling this thing, so Detroit Diesel. And you see how that jump and lag, they're trying to load things in, and we're in the middle of the desert. So go ahead and drop a gear right quick. I forgot what shifter I'm using. It's an 8 shifter, obviously, but I forgot where I got it from. I do have the G29, Logitech G29, along with the pedals. Logitech pedals. I got the Android, not iPad. I don't know if I said iPad earlier. Android tablets or whatever. Got 2 of those. One is running all the, key switches, the air brakes, the lights, all that good stuff. Pretty much the mechanics of the truck. What is happening here? And then on my other Android, I have the all the trip information, job information, truck information, you know, the real-time information, like how long it's going to take me to get to this place in real life so I can plan that, you know. So we got 22 minutes of drive time, not including the stop we're making in, I want to say Cedar City. We're going to try to make it to Cedar City. That's the goal. And now that we're out of California, we can go ahead and bump up those miles per hour. You see how anytime we're entering a city, the frame rate just goes wonky. So I really want to get that checked out and fixed. Are you going to come in front of me? Yes, you are, you bastard. Alright, go ahead and turn the brakes off. Quote unquote retarded, whichever one. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring that part out. Alright, so we just passed Primm. If you haven't been there in real life, you should really go. It's really nice. It's very true to what that little section of road is. It's literally just truck stop in a random arcade situation, roller coaster situation going on there. And then you get into Las Vegas. Again, if you haven't been in real life, you should go. This is also very true to an extent, to what Las Vegas actually is. Yeah, and the frame rates just look absolutely crazy. That's the only thing about playing this game that bugs me when I'm trying to record a video, is the frame rate. Because it just does, like, compared to other videos I've watched, it makes this look really unwatchable. Palazzo. I like the names that they come up with to try to not copyright the actual companies. That's funny. Good stuff. All right, Salt Lake City. This is a nice little area. I have not been past Las Vegas in a very, very long time, so I have no idea what's it like up there past Las Vegas. I haven't been out that way in years. So if you did make it this far, I thank you for staying and seeing it through to this point, you know? Obviously, just starting out, trying to get this stuff up on the tube. So I mean, you got to start somewhere, right, before you can get to the good quality stuff. Oh, speed limit is 75. All right, really do 70. I usually do 70. I'll do 75 when I'm not in the mountains. Like if I'm going to Dallas, Texas, or El Paso, or you're just going out east, running a 10 or running a 10 over, running an 8 over, running a 40. I usually run about 75 down there. But in these mountains, yeah, in the mountains you can't do that. But these are some nice mountains. I definitely say these are some nice mountains. Alright. Of course, we get stuck behind Western Express. Speaking of which, now I don't know what legal point this company is at right now, but Super Ego Holding seems like they're under fire right now, right? I've been seeing stuff here and there. It sucks. It sucks bad for what happened to Spirit Airlines as well. Oh, is this a scale? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to hit that. Might want to turn the lights on. Oh, bypass? Absolutely. Thank you. Hammer down. But yeah, it sucks what happened to Spirit Airlines. That was my way to Vegas. Even though I live next to LA. It says a 4-hour drive, but a 30-minute flight, I mean, you can't beat that. $45 versus, 150, 200 in gas. Do the math there. Yeah, the FPS is not loving this stuff here because we're entering a city of St. George. So oh no, and we got our crash again. Gotta figure out what's going on there. So we'll finish this after I figure out what's going on.